Seen from Utah's defensive line thoroughly on film now.
They're big and physical like they always are. They're almost carbon copy every year. You know, they're big, strong, physical guys. You know, thick up front, tall D ends. So
there's right now UCLA. I know it's not the same sport, but UCLA basketball's got 3 students that have been accused of stealing. Well, what's your opinion on coaches that may keep athletes that have been involved in theft on the team?
Yeah, they have to decide. They have to, you know, they have to coach their own team. You know, we don't do it here, but we don't keep them here. But they have to decide all that.
I know the personnel is different, but how similar is Utah's offense to the Eastern Washington offense you guys saw last year with the St. Lucie?
A little different. They got a running quarterback. You know, they run him a little bit and get him out there on the edge. Kind of a different distribution of plays. They do some empty stuff. They like empty, and they like to empty at Eastern Washington too.
Darian Carrington's been kind of a prominent receiver in the Pac-12 for quite a while now. Have you always kind of admired him as a playmaker and pass catcher?
Yeah, I've played against him a couple times. You know, he's tall and fast. You know, kind of a rangy, fast guy, and you know, he's real talented.
Like Renard Bell seems to have a knack for getting open when sometimes maybe the other guys are struggling to do that. What does he do to make that happen?
One thing he does, he's always got a fantastic attitude. He never lets any previous play bother him. You know, he always starts fresh each play, you know, each next play, so he never gets in the tank. And I think his attitude really lets him improve a lot, and it lets him improve rapidly because, you know, he constantly goes out there with just a fantastic attitude. And so then, you know, you're focused, you're not cluttered, and it allows you to improve your skills quicker. And so I think that's all part of it, and I think it gives him a consistency too, especially for a guy his age.
How do you compare his personality with Jameer's?
I think they're really pretty similar, and they went to the same school. I think they're really similar. You know, real similar. It's just he's got a year head start. You know.
Do you feel like Renard's been kind of the spark plug for you guys offensively this year? Times where you guys are dull on offense?
Yeah, I think he's been real consistent. You know, he's been a very consistent guy, and he keeps getting better.
Would you have pegged him to be the one to break out of all the freshman receivers you guys have? Renard.
Yeah, kind of. Really, it started this time of year last year, especially in bowl prep. He really tore it up in bowl prep, I thought.
Renard Bell and Jameer both from California. Tavares Martin, Isaiah Johnson-Mack from Florida. They say they got a little bit of a competition between which state produces the best talent. According to you, where do you think's more rich in talent, California or Florida?
They're both loaded up. They're both loaded. Of course, more people in California. Florida's like a really aggressive football state. You know, they get spring, all classifications, that type of thing. They're both really good. They're both really good. Of course, Tay Martin feels like Louisiana's the best. So.
You said you didn't know Kyle Whittingham when you guys were both at BYU. Did you know him before you started coaching the Pac-12?
Yeah, I did. Just through, you know, coaching and whatnot, got to, you know, ran into him and stuff. I can't exactly remember when the first time was, but yeah. So I've known him for a long time.
Would you say you guys are closer than maybe you and some of the other coaches in the Pac-12, or is it pretty comparable?
Yeah, I'd say I know him better than most guys. You know, he's been in the Pac-12 longer, and then I knew him beforehand, and some of these guys I didn't. And then, of course, you know, we've got some things in common just as far as people and places we know. So.
You guys good with Coach?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.